How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're here in Burbank and we're gonna visit the Burbank Sports Cards store. We've never been here. We're gonna try to sell some stuff. Let's see how much we can sell.
This way, you keep your 800 back.
Not really. So I had the Moja thing that I needed to recoup was $1,000 from last time, which was the Herberts. And we're pretty deep on that. That was like, we bought the pool for like $325, we sold it for $300. So like.
Oh, so you lost $25.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. At least you're not like.
But the problem is like we have some of that stuff like that gold prism. That was pure profit. Like we already paid for that card itself already.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're making up for another one.
So 80, 1600. Cool.
Awesome.
All good.
And just like that, we cashed out some slabs. I think we did all right. We're pretty much saving us the time of listing everything. We actually sold some of the stuff that we bought today at the show, but it is what it is. I can save some time not having to list some stuff and shipping them out. Essentially just takes out the middleman. We don't have to sell on eBay. And we also got to take a look at Burbank Sports Cards. So overall, pretty nice place. I would say next time we come, we'll probably bring more stuff to sell. Sold a bunch of slabs, sold a bunch of raw cards. Now we're gonna go enjoy the rest of the weekend. So as we wrap up this LA trip, we can just talk about what happened at Burbank Cards. Very big store, very nice store. Probably one of the nicest stores, as you guys know. Very wide selection, staff is super friendly. If you don't know how selling cards at Burbank works, you step in, there is a counter where you can put your name on a wait list. I had to wait maybe 10 minutes, it wasn't super busy. There were a decent amount of people in there, but it doesn't look like there was too many people selling cards. Once I got to the counter, my name was called. I essentially handed them everything that I was looking to sell, and they were able to look everything up. They would quote you with what they would purchase at. and typically it was 65 to 80% depending on the card and the recent comps of it. I think they said they take like the average of the last 3 cards and then they evaluate from there, and then you can just let them know what you want to sell and what you want to keep. Essentially, we moved about 99% of our slabs that we had, including some of the stuff that we picked up at the cardstock show. With 65%, there's not that much money to be made unless you got like the slabs at like a really good deal. Typically we buy our slabs so that we can, when we sell it through eBay, we will make anywhere between 20 to sometimes 15% profit margin. So if you're going down from like 75 to 80% buying prices of what I would buy them at, and then you're selling it to Burbank for 65 to 70% market price, as you can tell, there's not a lot of money to be made. Sometimes you'll make money, sometimes you'll lose money. I will say that some of the stuff that we moved were older inventory, stuff that we've had on eBay for a long time and just aren't selling, and some of that stuff we did take a loss on just because it's to be expected. We rather keep the money moving instead of keep our money tied up and it not making any money. So in those cases, it's just better that we cut our losses and take the money that we can get and then move it on to something else that would be making more money down the road. And then some of the stuff we did make some money on. But I say overall, if we broke down everything that we picked up and then we sold, I would say we're about a wash. Keep in mind that some of the stuff that we did sell, some of the older slabs that we had, not from cardstock, but some of the stuff that we previously had, was pretty much all paid for. They're just pure profit. So like the gold prism with the PSA 10, that was pure profit. I bought it at originally, I believe I bought it at $250 and then I sold it at $200. So you would think that I'm down $50, but in reality, I had already made that $250 cost on other cards. So I had already made profit from other cards. And so those profits were paying for that gold PSA 10 card. And so that slab was essentially free to me. And by me taking $200 for it, even though I could possibly get well more online, it's just not worth me waiting to make maybe 10 to 15%, because I might not sell that card for maybe 3-6 months, possibly a year down the road. And it's just not worth me waiting that much more time in order to tie up the money. So I'd say overall, the process is quite seamless, very nice and friendly, well worth. We would definitely be going back. But overall, I think this trip was great. With a 3-day weekend, it was some time for my wife and I to just kind of relax, get away from the normal run of the mill weekends where we're just always working. Kind of recharging for June. With that said, we have a whole bunch of shows lined up in June. I know in the following weekend we have two separate shows that we're going to be hitting up in San Jose, and then we have, of course, the Westgate Silicon Valley show, and then we're going to a collectible show in Fresno. June is just going to be lined up with a bunch of shows, and we have a lot of content that we're going to be shooting. So if you haven't, we really appreciate if you guys can like, comment, or subscribe. I noticed that we've kind of just shot off in subscribers. We're over at 350, which is amazing. I really appreciate when you guys leave comments. We try to respond to every single one of them, as well as the fact that when we see you at shows, especially at the Cardstock show, some of you came up to me and said, I watch your videos. That's great. That's amazing. To appreciate whenever you guys say hi. Just shows you that people are actually watching our content. So I hope you guys enjoy the content that we provide, and until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see all of you guys in the next video.